This is John T for the Boxing Voice, and I'm joined today by lightweight contender from Wales, Gavin Gwynne. How are you, Gavin?
Yeah, good. Thank you, yeah.
Good. Right, well, you're on a card this week, a big card, which you're going to come on to in a minute. So how's training camp gone first?
It's gone really good. Got all things considering with lockdown and things like that. We've been lucky enough we can go to the gym, and because we're elite athletes, we can use the gym and everything else and spar. So everything's gone great this camp. Like I know every boxer says this is the best camp by far, but it is really like it's the best. I've been in the best shape. Weight wise as well, like I've been on weight all week really.
Nice.
I'm probably a couple of pounds over now, like, so it's nice, like not after worrying about fight week, like you got to be losing like 8-9 pound and things like that. That's where I was last time. I was just worrying about my weight, but this camp is like has gone perfect really. Yeah.
How much notice did you get for the fight, Gavin?
Originally 8 weeks, I think it was.
That would have helped in making the weight then, yeah. Yeah,
like I normally walk around about 18 pound over the weight, but as soon as I start training, then I'm back down within like 10 pound within a couple of weeks. So the weight is not a problem. Like, but I'd gone on to the last camp, the last fight. Which, because of lockdown and everything else, I didn't think no one's going to be fighting for the whole year. I just piled the pounds on, and I just spent the whole camp just trying to lose weight. So, but this camp has been good. Like, we were training before camp even started, we're taking over. So yeah, we're feeling really confident, really good, feeling good in myself. Yeah, just feeling really good, really. Cool.
Ready to go. Well, look, your record, a really strong record, Gavin. I mean, I've seen plenty of you. You've won 12 and you've only lost twice. Once was to Joe Cordina on points on a big, I think that was a Lomachenko, Luke Campbell undercard. So, you know, that's no embarrassment. Joe Cordina's a class act. And then obviously your last one, which you did lose to James Tennyson, you've probably told me a little bit there because you might not have been prepared as much as you'd have liked because you weren't expecting it. Tell me, what was the fight camp experience like, being in Eddie's Garden, having no crowd, being in the bubble? What was that like?
It was a bit strange. Obviously no crowds and things like that, but at the end of the day, it was a fight. When I got down to the nitty gritty, he was just better than me. I don't even think, even if I had a tidy camp, I would have beat him. He hit that hard. Like, it was he's a world class operator. James Tennyson is. I think he will go on to win a world title at lightweight, because the Teofimo Lopez, I think he'll go on to 140, and then them belts will, I think he'll give up them belts, and I think he'll go on to win one of them belts. He's the only one I could see beating James, is Teofimo Lopez. But other than that, I don't see anyone else. I think wherever he catches clean. I think he knocks him out. Like, he just hits that hard. Yeah.
They're really nice words, mate. I'll be honest, I do lots of interviews and I don't always get when someone's beaten. And I'm not saying they always make excuses, but there will be a reason for it, and certainly in the fighter's head. But actually, very rarely do I just get someone sit there and go, look, he was better than me, and he'll probably move on to do that. So very nice. And again, that will give you good experience fighting someone that elite. Now, brings me on to your next opponent. So obviously you're fighting on a big MTK card on Friday. You're headlining, I believe the fight is the headline, and you're fighting a fella called Sean McComb from Belfast. He's 11-0. What more do you know about Sean?
I've had a little look of him. I've seen him a couple of times. Obviously, I watch the MTK shows on, because they're always on. They're free on YouTube and things like that. So I've seen him fight a couple of times. He's a tall, rangy southpaw. Nice mover sort of thing, but. I don't think he's nothing special, like, really. He's not taking any, like, I don't know, he's just no... he's just got like an amateur style. That's what his style is like, hit and not get hit and move. He don't get stuck in, and he don't like the fighting close. He said that in interviews, he don't like the fighting close, but other than that, I don't really know much more about him, like.
I'm intrigued by the fight because he comes with a good reputation. As you say, he is 11-0, but all of his fights have been in Belfast. So I'm the same as you. I've picked up what I can on YouTube. Do you think that hopefully for you, your experience, I've mentioned those big cards you've been on. I appreciate the fight camp against Tennyson was in Eddie's Garden, but the exposure you had on mainstream Sky Sports, in addition to that huge box office card, I was at that fight, the Lomachenko battle, so I saw you. That might put you in good stead because a lot of his fights have been on smaller hall shows in Ulster, in Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, going off that, like I boxed unbeaten fighters before in the past. I beat an unbeaten fighter before in the past for eliminator for the British title. I had a close fight with Joe Cordina. I think it was only five rounds in it. I think he won by 5 rounds in the end. But I thought it was a lot closer than that. But obviously he was a home fighter, so he was gonna, and the champion, so he was gonna, in the close rounds, he was gonna obviously nick him. So I think my experience will tell come fight night. He haven't fought anyone with an half decent record, let alone the type of guys I've been fighting, like people who's coming to win and people who will dig in and have a fight. No, this is just a payday sort of thing.
Well, look, hopefully for you, the fight goes well. I mean, you've had 2 stabs at the British title. They were against those fights you mentioned. This is your second time at the Commonwealth, which is just as good a belt. You know, hopefully this is your time for you. And then maybe it'll be interesting to see where you go from that, because if Tennyson steps up, someone else might want to come in as well for the British, and you might be able to pick that belt up as well. What do you...
definitely.
Yeah, while we're on the lightweight division, very exciting. You have mentioned Lopez, so I think that might answer my question, but I was going to ask you, who's the best lightweight at the moment? Because it's red hot, that division. There's probably 4 or 5 of them that on any given night can give each other a good run.
Yeah, I got, like, number one has got to be Lopez. Ryan Garcia's making statements as well, stopping Luke Campbell. I didn't think he'd stop him. I thought it'd be like a points victory to Campbell myself. I thought he'd be too smart to stay on the outside and outbox him, but he looked, I don't know, he didn't, from the first bell, he looked like he got caught with a shot, and he didn't want to step in and pressure him, sort of thing. He caught him himself, he dropped him, and he just didn't follow it up. I don't know whether all them years of Campbell being boxing at that high level is now starting to get to him, sort of thing, and maybe he's on the downward spiral now. But fair play to Ryan Garcia for taking that fight and pulling off a big win as well. You got Tank as well, Tank Davis.
Yeah,
he's just a machine. He's exactly like James Tennyson. He hits with both hands. You obviously got James Tennyson. Who else we got? We got Lee Selby, my gym mate, Lee Selby. You got the guy he fought, Cambosis Jr. I thought that was a close fight. I thought Lee just nicked him myself. It's stacked. The lightweight division is stacked.
Yeah, it is. I think a lot of people are saying Teofimo because of the way he beat Lomachenko, and he has got belts. Obviously, you've got Ryan Garcia. I personally fought Ryan Garcia. I think that was the first or second round knockdown. I can't remember, against Luke Campbell, but the way that Garcia came forward straight after that knockdown maybe made Luke think twice about going for the knockout, which was very, very good. And as you said, some of the other names that we've mentioned as well, like Tank Davis looks great. So, well, look, I'm looking forward to your fight on Friday, Gavin. We wish you luck, and then hopefully after the fight we'll be in contact, maybe a bit nearer your next fight, and see how things are going. All right, mate? Any shout outs to your sponsors?
I got a load of sponsors, but like to name off the top of my head now, I'd have to have written down. But I just want to say a massive thanks to all of them. Like even through these tough times, now they've supported me. I was off work nearly all of last year. I think I worked about 4 or 5 weeks of last year, and I am worked this year. So without them, none of this would have been possible. And I just want to say a massive thanks to them, and a massive thanks to my coaches, Tony Borg, Richard Thomas, and Chelsea as well, my sports therapist. Just want to say a massive thanks to them for all the help all the work they've been doing with me for this camp. and obviously my fans as well. I know they can't be there, but hopefully for my first defence, they can we can sell out the Motorpoint Arena and have my first defence there.
That'd be nice. Well, look, good, nice touch, mate, and we'll catch you soon, yeah? Cheers, Gavin.
Nice
Thanks,
one.
mate.
Yes.
All the best.
So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.